What's up guys, welcome back to Art by Flan. Today we are going to take a little tour of my pencil pouch. That's right folks, we're going to get a look into the kinds of things I use to create traditional art. Because if you ask what I use to create digital, I'm going to tell you a Wacom Cintiq 12WX, which you can Google, Tool SAI, and Photoshop. Not something you really want to take a look at, I guess, unless you're interested in those things. If you only see my art through my YouTube channel, the only time you've seen my traditional art is on my sketchbook tour, which is why I really recommend checking out my Instagram and my Twitter, because those are the places I mostly post photos of my traditional art. Because I don't really consider any of them finished pieces per se. They're mostly just what I do, you know, during the day while I'm at work when I have some downtime. So we're gonna open this up and we're gonna take a look inside. Ooh, we're gonna move this out of the way. And first up we have, looks like a mess of col-erase color pencils. That's right, this is what I draw with these days. I used to draw with a mechanical pencil, which is why there should be some lead in here somewhere. Yeah, there it is. I used to draw with a mechanical pencil, and sometimes I still do, so I keep lead from there as well. And of course you can't go anywhere without blending stump. As you can see, I've used these two down to the stub almost. Like, this is closer to what size you're supposed to be. But these are just the ones I carry with me. I can't bear to throw these two away. I'm probably gonna get a pencil extender and try and keep them going. But I also have the others, which I keep in a pencil pouch at home, and they sort of look like this right here. But yeah, so this is what I usually draw with, either the col-erase or the mechanical pencil, which is funny. I keep the lead in my pouch, but I don't keep the actual pencil or the eraser I use. The eraser I use is just another one that it sort of looks like this, only stumpier. This is a Rubbermaid Black Pearl. You know those pink ones that you those pink ones that you used to use all the time in school? Well, this is just like a black version of it. I don't know why I've preferred these since high school, but I'm always open to new erasers. Kneaded erasers just don't work for me. I really feel like I need that grip, so I can just if I have to, which I know is bad for the paper, but I just can't get an eraser grip when I use a kneaded eraser, so I often don't use one of those, but I do have one. And of course, when you have, when you're drawing with traditional pencils, you're gonna want a couple of pencil sharpeners. That's right, I keep two with me. Just a standard stainless steel Wacom pencil sharpener, and you have two different sizes here. And I also have the same company. It's called the Automatic Long Point Sharpener, and it's a two-step sharpener. The first step is supposed to like shave down your wood, and the second step is supposed to shape your lead, so you don't wear down the wood of your pencil, and you can just keep sharpening your lead if you need to. And it works okay, but I really do prefer the regular one overall. That's the one I seem to keep coming back to. So that seems to be the one. Like I said, it works okay. I would give it a shot, but I wouldn't pay like the $8 I paid for it. Alright, coming up next, we got a couple of gel pens. Now, I recently discovered that I am a pen fanatic. I love pens of all shapes and sizes. So first up, I have a couple of Pentel pens. They are just, I put these over here. They are just like metallic gel pens. I wanted to add a little metallic-y details to some of my daily doodles, so I picked these up. I think Sakura has some metallic jelly rolls, but these are just what the store had, so they would have got, and of course I enjoy Pentel products. Speaking of jelly rolls, I also carry with me my white jelly roll, which I was pretty okay with until I started seeing people use this. I just picked this up today. It is the uni-ball Signo broad white gel pen, and let's give these two a test to see the difference. So we move some of this out of the way here. Alright, so here we have a line with the jelly roll. Not bad, not bad. So you can see it kind of has like a varying strokes, but let's use the Signo and see what we get. Whoa! That is some solid white line. There's a little break up there. Okay, so I've seen a lot of people who were really into jelly rolls sort of switch over to the Signo, so I really wanted to try it, and I'm definitely looking forward to trying that. I can't wait. Speaking of pens, looks like we got a couple of inking pens here. First up, we have two Faber-Castell pens. I guess we should do that so you can read it. One is their brush pen, and the other one is their soft brush pen. The regular brush pen is good for if you want stable, solid lines. You don't really get any variation in these, which is good if that's what you're after, but I was after more of a brush pen, which is why I picked up the soft brush pen, which is more like that, so you can get that, or you can get a lot of variation out of your lines. And it worked okay. I mean, it works fine as a brush pen, especially for a beginner, but for me, for whatever reason, I haven't heard of anybody else having these problems. If you have, definitely let me know. No matter how long I let it sit to dry, it would cause my Copics to run. And I ruined the nib of my C1 with trying to get this pen to work for me. So I eventually just gave up using it with Copics and mostly use it for like colored pencils and stuff. Speaking of brush pens, I also have my, I guess I should jump the gun here, my Pentel pocket brush pen. I really love this pen. I love it a lot. I just wish I were better with brush pens, but hey, that's what practicing is for. So you can definitely get a lot more variation out of my Pentel pen than I can out of, say, the Pentel brush pen, or the faber-castell brush pen, or the faber-castell soft brush pen, which I really love my Pentel pocket brush, but I have a problem with weighting, and oftentimes when I use it, I end up smearing it across the page and get frustrated. So I really have to learn to be more patient when I use this particular pen. Speaking of pens, we also have a herd of microns, Sakura microns here. This is my black set. I have 6 of these that I keep with me. One I could probably do with it's a duplicate. I have 2 08s, a 05, a 03, a 01, and a 005. And you can see the caps are kind of worn out. I've had these for over 7 years now. I'm pretty sure the last time I used them was in high school, and that was in 2009. So I think close to 7 years. But they sat in storage unused for a long time. So when I dug them out, I was really surprised that they still worked. And they do. They still work like a charm, but I probably will have to replace them fairly soon. Speaking of microns, I have a set of sepia microns. These two sat in storage for a long time. I have a 01, a 05, and a brush in the sepia. I also have the Figma graphic that came with this set, but I don't use that for art. I just use it for home and writing. Checks and all that jazz. And finally, it looks like we're down to the piece de resistance, my Copics. What you're looking at here, ladies and gentlemen, is my entire collection of Copic markers. That's right, I have 5 Copic markers, all cool gray. C1, C3, C5, C7, and C9. When I first decided I wanted to try Copics after watching so many people, I didn't want to buy like a whole set, I wanted to buy just a couple. And so I asked around, everyone was like, we'll get a gray set, do things in grayscale and see if you like how they blend and things like that. And unsurprising to most, I did. I love them, and I would love to get more colors and get a whole set of these, but other things take precedence at the moment. So that's kind of on the back burner. But I am very looking forward to today. I actually do get a full set, or not even a full set, more Copic markers. So that has been a look at what I keep in my pencil pouch. If you have any questions on any of these products, want me to do any kind of review or anything, certainly let me know and I'll get around to that. If you have any other videos you'd like to see me make, any challenges, any pictures you'd like to see, certainly let me know in the comments below. And hey, if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye!